Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about the new Gibson Theodore, also known as the Ted McCarty, however you want to say it. So Ted McCarty designed this guitar like 65 years ago. Gibson dug up the archive, and they decided to make 318 of these guitars. Colors are going to be natural, kind of like this wine or cherry red, very similar to a like a double cut, like a double cut junior, or possibly like a melody maker. That's kind of along the lines of the style of this guitar. And then we have a black finish as well. So in total, there's only going to be 318. They are charging $5,000 or $499.99, however you want to put it. So let's just kind of get into it. And then there's another bonus little Gibson thing that they found out recently as well while they discovered that. So Gibson unveils Theodore's brand new body shape based on a 65-year-old archive design. The double-cut electric guitar is the first model from the new Gibson archive collection. It is inspired by a sketch drawn by former Gibson president Ted McCarty in 1957. Gibson has introduced the first ever model in its new established Gibson Archive collection, the Theodore, an electric guitar based on a 65-year-old sketch that debates a brand new body style. In my opinion, it kind of looks like a rose. Like if you took off the neck, it would look like a rose to me. It's very similar to like those old Teisco, however you pronounce them, the old Japanese guitars from the 60s, very similar shape. Named after the company's former president, Ted McCarty, the six-string design was conceived way back in '57, and this guy also developed the Les Paul, the SG, the Explorer, and the Flying V as well. The sketch was unearthed from the vault after 65 years, and then he drew the design on March 18th, 1957. That's where they're getting, the 318 from. So only 318 are being made, as I already stated. They say it's an eye grabber, sport reverse Florence cutaway that look almost like inverted SG horns. Utilizes Explorer headstock. The original drawing, it looked a little different. The headstock looked a little different than the Explorer headstock. Off-kilter triangular pickguard and a racing stripe center stripe. It's walnut. I believe all of these are an ash body and walnut stripe. The Theodore is immediately faithful to McCarty's original sketch, which you can check out below. I'll put a picture on the screen of the original sketch along with the guitar itself. It includes almost everything the former Gibson president envisioned. The original design, for example, foresaw a wraparound bridge, center stripe. There was mini humbuckers in there, which at that point they bought Epiphone right around that time, or Epiphone, however everybody complains about the way I pronounce that. But there are P90s in this. The only deviations are the pickguard shape and position of the three-way selector. While McCartney proposed a toggle be situated on either one of the cutaways, the Gibson team instead decided to place it near the rest of the tone control circuit. That's just easier for them to route. That's all that is. Spec-wise, it is available in natural cherry and ebony. Features a two-piece alder body walnut center stripe. This is paired with a 57 C-shaped mahogany neck. So mahogany neck, 22 frets, dot inlays, rosewood fretboard. Other employments include, you got the wraparound historic bridge. If you want more intonation with this, you are going to have to update your bridge. Clouson tuners with the rounded knobs. A nylon nut, which some of you might want to replace as well. In electric departments, a pair of soap bar P90s, hand-wired to the Gibson standard control layout. As mentioned above, the Theodore is the debated model of Gibson's all-new Gibson Archive collection. While details surrounding the new series are currently pretty slim, would wager it would breathe life into the same, more historic design in the near future. It's now available for, as I said, $4,999. You get a nice brown-pink case, which Trogley already did a video of these. He got it early somehow, but he is the Gibson guy. And it's kind of like an Explorer case. And they said, you can still get one of these right now. What I think is going to happen is probably, at least, as of last night, they weren't sold out. But they are only 318 of them. So what's probably going to happen, like every one of these things, there's going to be higher up people that are able to actually afford these things. They're going to buy one in each color. They're going to wait 3 months and then resell them for like $8,000 to $10,000 a piece. which the average person can even more so not afford. The other cool thing is a Gibson documentary recently popped up as well. So there is a 20-minute video or so on YouTube. It was discovered in 1967, so quite a while ago. About 55 years ago, as opposed to 55 years ago. Probably they found this right along the same time they found the guitar sketch. And the fun thing about the documentary is there is not a single mention of the Gibson Les Paul in the entire thing. I did watch the entire documentary. It shows how to make multiple different guitars. Mainly focuses on the ES guitars, the ES335. But the interesting thing about the documentary is right around this time, the Les Paul was gone. The Les Paul wasn't being made anymore. Gibson's most famous guitar, I would say, was not being made in 1967. I believe it came back 68, 69, somewhere around there. But at this point, the SG was king. So they did not even mention the Les Paul. No one even says anything about it. And I just thought that was really interesting to kind of see this little, handprint in time. The only downside is the music in the background is what I call sleepy music. So if you're relaxed and comfortable on your couch or your bed or your nice recliner or wherever you're sitting, you may want to get yourself a little bit less comfortable, because I was falling asleep near the end of it, not because it was boring, but because I was watching this at like midnight, and the sleepy music, it zonked me out pretty good. I fell asleep and had to go back and rewatch some of it today. But that's pretty much it. So just some cool Gibson news going on today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked the content. If you want to hear a sound demo, go check out Trogley's video. He's already got a demo of it up. You can actually see the guitar more in person, front and back, electronics, all that jazz. But I just thought it would be cool to, mention the guitar to everybody that may or may not be interested in one. Do I think it's worth $5,000? Maybe. It is coming from the custom shop. It is a limited edition. Am I going to pay $5,000 to purchase one of them? No. I don't think I would want to have, be that deep into a guitar right now. So we'll just leave it at that. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.